Good day, everyone. I'm Dr. Shaifali Rachna Puri, and I'm truly delighted and humbled to be a part of the ENA Publishing Expert Lecture Series. While I would not call myself an expert, I'm grateful for this opportunity to share the little knowledge and experience I have gathered over the years on the topic of today's session. I hope that the insights I share, however modest, will prove useful and meaningful to all of you. In case any of you have any doubts or questions during or after the session, please feel free to reach out to me through comment section. Dear listener, today we shall be discussing a topic that lies at the very heart of scholarly communication. Yet, it is often underestimated in its significance. It is academic writing. Researchers devote months and often years to conducting rigorous investigations, collecting data, and generating meaningful insights. However, the true value and impact of that work depends largely on how effectively those findings are communicated to the academic community. Even the most groundbreaking research can remain unnoticed if it is not presented with clarity, coherence, and precision. Academic writing, therefore, is far more than a technical requirement. It is the vehicle through which knowledge is shared, ideas are debated, and discoveries contribute to the advancement of a discipline. In this session, we will explore the meaning and significance of academic writing, examine the common challenges faced by researchers, and discuss practical strategies that can help us strengthen and refine our writing skills. Let us begin by understanding what academic writing truly entails. Academic writing is a formal, structured, and evidence based mode of communication that is widely used in research papers, theses, dissertations, scholarly articles, and academic journals. It differs considerably from everyday form of communication such as emails, messages, or general interest articles. In academic writing, personal opinions alone do not carry weight. Every claim, argument, or conclusion must be supported by credible evidence, logical reasoning, and appropriate references. Furthermore, academic writing demands a systematic and organized presentation of ideas. Arguments must be developed logically so that the readers can follow the progression of thought and appreciate the significance of the work being presented. Simply put, academic writing is the art of communicating complex ideas with clarity, precision, objectivity, and scholarly rigor. Now, let us consider why academic writing is so important. For a researcher, the completion of a study is not the end of journey. Rather, it marks the beginning of a new one. The ultimate purpose of research is the dissemination of knowledge. Research findings must reach students, scholars, practitioners, policymakers, and the wider academic community. Effective academic writing serves as the bridge that connects valuable research with those who can learn from it, apply it, and build upon it. Strong academic writing enhances the credibility and authority of a researcher. When ideas are presented in a clear, logical, and convincing manner, readers are most likely to engage with and trust the work. It also significantly improves the likelihood of publication in reputed journals, an important milestone in academic and professional growth. More importantly, academic writing contributes to the collective body of knowledge by ensuring that the research findings become part of an ongoing scholarly dialogue within a discipline. So, what distinguishes effective academic writing from ordinary writing? The first and perhaps most essential quality is clarity. Readers should never be left guessing what the author intends to communicate. The second is precision. Academic writing requires the careful selection of words that accurately convey meaning while avoiding ambiguity, vagueness, and unnecessary complexity. Third, ideas must be logically organized. Each section should connect seamlessly to the next, creating a coherent and persuasive flow of argument. Another defining characteristics is the use of a formal and objective tone. Academic writing should reflect professionalism, intellectual discipline, and respect for scholarly conventions. Finally, every assertion should be supported by reliable evidence, whether derived from research data, scholarly literature, or other authoritative sources. Most research papers follow a well established structure, and a sound understanding of this framework can greatly simplify the writing process. The introduction part provides the background to the study, identifies the research problems, outlines the objectives, and explains the significance of the investigation. The literature review chapter examines existing scholarship, highlights key contributions in the field, and identifies gaps that the current study seeks to address. The methodology part explains how the research was conducted, including the research design, methods of data collection, sampling procedures, and analytical techniques employed. The results section presents the findings in a clear, systematic, and objective manner. The discussion interprets those findings, explores their implications, and explains how they relate to existing knowledge and previous studies. Now, finally, the conclusion synthesizes the key findings and underscores the overall contribution of the study to the field of knowledge. Now, many research scholars encounter challenges when attempting to transfer or translate their ideas into effective academic prose. One of most common difficulties is expressing complex ideas with clarity and precision. Researchers may possess a deep understanding of their subject matter, yet find it challenging to articulate their thoughts in writing. Another frequent issue is the tendency to write lengthy and overly complex sentences. There is often a misconception that complicated language sounds more scholarly. Really, in reality, excessive complexity can obscure meaning and reduce readability. Grammatical inaccuracies, awkward sentence constructions, and inconsistencies in style can further weaken the quality of a manuscript. In addition, poorly organized ideas can make it difficult for readers to follow the intended argument and appreciate the significance of the research. Now, encouraging reality is that these challenges are common and can be overcome through cautious effort, consistent practice, and constructive feedback. Now, let us turn our attention to improving sentence construction. The guiding principle is simplicity. Scholarly writing does not require unnecessary, complicated vocabulary to demonstrate expertise. In fact, the most effective academic writing is often characterized by simplicity and precision. Strive to eliminate unnecessary words and redundant expressions. Every sentence should serve a clear purpose and contribute meaningfully to the development of argument. Above all, prioritize clarity. The objective of academic writing is not to impress readers with difficult language, but to communicate ideas with maximum effectiveness and minimum ambiguity. A well constructed paragraph serves as foundation of strong academic writing. Each paragraph should focus on a single central idea. Attempting to address multiple ideas within the same paragraph often leads to confusion and weakens the overall argument. Begin with a topic sentence that clearly introduces the main idea. This should be followed by supporting sentences that provide explanation, evidence, analysis, or examples. Equally important are smooth transitions between paragraphs, which help create coherence and ensure that the discussion progresses naturally and logically. Language plays a crucial role in determining the effectiveness of academic writing. Writers should employ formal, professional, and objective language while avoiding slang, colloquialism, and overly conversational expressions. At the same time, formality should never compromise readability. The most effective academic writing remains accessible, engaging, and easy to understand. The goal is to achieve a balance between scholarly sophistication and communicative clarity. Referencing is an indispensable component of academic writing. Whenever we draw upon the ideas, finding data or words of other scholars, proper acknowledgement is essential. Accurate referencing not only prevents plagiarism but also strengthens the credibility of our arguments by demonstrating their foundation in established scholarship. Adherence to recognized citation styles such as APA, MLA, Chicago, or Harvard promotes consistency, transparency, and academic integrity. Writing is inherently a process of refinement, so no first draft is ever flawless. This is why editing and proofreading are indispensable stages of academic writing. Once a draft has been completed, it should be reviewed critically and carefully. Attention should be given to grammatical errors, unclear expressions, repetitive statements, inconsistencies, and opportunities for improvement. Thoughtful revision can dramatically enhance the clarity, equality, and scholarly impact of a piece of writing. Fortunately, contemporary researchers have access, unlike us, to a wide range of tools that can support the writing process. Grammar and language checking applications can assist in identifying errors and improving readability. Reference management software can streamline the organization of citations and bibliographies. Additionally, academic writing guides, style, manuals, and scholarly resources provide valuable frameworks, models, and best practices. When used judicially, these tools can significantly enhance both efficiency and effectiveness in academic writing. Improving academic writing is not an overnight accomplishment, mind it. It is a continuous process of learning, practice, and refinement. Read high quality research articles to observe how experienced scholars construct arguments and present evidence. Cultivate a habit of writing regularly, even if only for a short period of time each day. Seek constructive feedback from supervisors, mentors, colleagues, and peers, as their perspective can offer valuable insight for improvement. Most importantly, embrace revision as an integral part of the writing process, because excellence in writing is rarely achieved in first draft. It emerges through thoughtful revision and refinement. To conclude, academic writing is not merely a skill. It is an essential instrument for the creation, dissemination, and advancement of knowledge. Clarity, structure, coherence, evidence based reasoning, and proper referencing constitute the pillars of effective academic communication. With dedication, perseverance, and consistent practice, every researcher can develop ability to communicate ideas with confidence, precision, and scholarly excellence. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I sincerely hope that this session has provided meaningful insights into the principles and practices of effective academic writing. Remember, writing is a skill that evolves through continuous learning, reflection, and practice. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep refining your ideas, because your research deserves not merely to be completed, but to be communicated, understood, appreciated, and remembered. Thank you very much.